Hello and welcome to the Woot Factor. I'm Paul Wooters, and it's time for part 3 of revamping the turntable. In the first segment, there's links down below to the first two videos. And the first one was about putting a new Lazy Susan bearing race, whatever you want to call it, mechanism in here. And then the second one, I was motorizing the turntable. And that's still kind of a work in progress, but it's mostly successful. But in this video, all new stuff. In the last segment, I told you that I was having trouble with the belt falling down. So I went to Menards, and well, I asked around and I explained what was going on. I had trouble doing it. I should have brought my phone in with pictures, and that would have been better. But we came up with this. Okay, now here's the cross section of it. So as you can see, a surface for the belt to ride on, and then a lip to keep it from falling down. Now the trick is, okay, this is, I forgot what he said this was. I think he said it was vinyl, but it's got a bend to it, and I think it'll go around here. So, like this, you can see. Going close again. Okay, here's the turntable right here, and I just I'd have to drill holes because I do not want to split that wood. I don't know how prone it is to split, but it's particle board. No, is it particle board? It's press wood. It's like little sheets of. It's not like sawdust and flattened like IKEA build your own thing. You know, the shelves that you build in, they eventually sag over time. That's like sawdust, glued and pressed. I think that's pressed wood. I'm not sure what it's called, but you've seen it before on the close-ups of my pop videos. But it's just like little shards of wood mashed together. But like I said, I'm not sure how prone that is to splitting. So I definitely have to do some drilling. I got to get two drills out, one for a large hole. Whoops, one for a large hole here, and then a small hole in the wheel, so that it will the screw will grab but not split it. So, oh, and another thing is I need to get the idler pulley fixed in place. Before I kind of had it jerry rigged and it's sort of sitting there. I'm kind of puzzling on how to do that. Very cool. The guy at Menards, I wish I had got his name. Cool to him for finding that right there. If that was wood, it wouldn't be able to bend like that. I forget what he said. Polypropylene or just PVC or vinyl or something, or plastic. But I think it's solid. It's not light, and you can see the cross section is solid. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to splice two pieces together, because I don't think this is long enough to go around it. So I got two of them. I think I measured it. No, I didn't measure it, but I'm pretty sure this will not go all the way around now. All right, so all right, on to other things. We'll see what happens. pulled in really nice, but this gap is a lot bigger than this little piece. So I'm going to cut another piece, and cause I got way too many holes drilled in this thing to be functional. Okay. Hey, that looks nice. All right. Let's see. I heard it split. All right. Now, if it doesn't drag on the table, which it does not seem to, so we have enough clearance to make this work. All right, let's give it a test run. See what happens. I think I need to nail this down or something. There we go. Let's see what that does. Okay, so I got this at a pivot point where it pulls on that belt. You can see it. And that should work. Should. All right, well, I'm going to set this camera back up and watch it go around. If it continuously just goes around like several times, I'm going to call it good. A big concern at this point is the belt falling off. So I took I had my drills over here, so I took them off. And that should be it. Let me put something, here we go. My mids. Now, count how many times this, hello. We'll count how many times this goes around, and I'll speed it up, don't worry. But if it stays consistent, it should be good. Now this is smoother than the edge of the wood, so I'm worried about the belt slipping. But I'm hoping these screws, it'll get a little grab on the screws, because some of them are sticking out. So, all right, well, let's go, see what happens. All right, we are moving. Okay, well, I'll of course speed this up. Hello. Of course, I'll speed this up so you don't get too bored. Well, that's kind of cutting it thin. I was hoping for a little more clearance, but this table isn't exactly non-warped, so. Wow, this is so cool. I may not have to do any modifications to that idler pulley. I think I will anyway, just because it should be good and solid. So, all right. Well, we'll sit here for, okay, this camera will last about 30 minutes before it shuts off. If I want to do anything longer, then I just shut it off and turn it back on, so it's no big deal. So, well, I got a few things to go around. You got the screwdriver here, and some nails, but the bottle of pills is what we're looking at here. Let's see. Put that there. Yeah, that is nice and slow, so I got time to move pops around as they're going by. So I think this is going to work out really well. All right, this is cool. Well, where's that? Yeah. So I'm just so glad I found it. Well, I didn't find it. The guy at the store found it for me, but it gives a little ledge so that the belt doesn't slip. If it comes a little bit slack, and it'll fall off. So I got gravity holding it up, or this ledge defying gravity rather than just wishful thinking or whatever. So, all right, awesome-o. I just want to stand here and watch it go all the way around once. This rubber band looks like it's vibrating. Oh, it's rubbing on the belt. That's why they might sever the rubber band. I better fix that. I thought the motor was making it vibrate just enough to. Well, I've unplugged that, didn't I? All right. Deal with this. Hang on. Yeah, I think I do want to fix that idler pulley just because it should be, you know. That's 2 times, isn't it? But now pops would be all spread around the table rather than concentrated in one spot. Can you tell if that's slowed down any? We're just checking the belt for right now. Now the rubber band, I had it down too far, and it was going right across the belt. I figured I was going to sand that right off of there. I think I'm done. Like I said, I want to let this run around a few times. Okay, this is encouraging. Let me show you what it's doing. That's better. Now I can see what's going on. You can see the belt is sitting a little too low, but that lip is forcing it back up on the wheel. So I need to raise that idler pulley up just to get that to work right. But it's let me see how it goes across these. Yeah, kind of caught there, but oh, yikes. Oh, okay, that's the splice. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Well, that splice got cut. I don't know what else to do to make that any thinner. Come on, up you go. Okay. I think we are up. Well, that's going to be a little hesitation right there, unless that duct tape gets loosened up. All right, I think we're good. Is that 3 or 4 times? That bad boy seems to be working. Except for that little jump when the splice gets there. I don't know how else to deal with that. There's nothing else you can clamp on there. Anything solid would be like something metallic, and that wouldn't bend around that the pulley, the drive pulley. I may have to do something different. Okay, you know that big round black thing that I get? That's actually a roll of bubble wrap. I got black cloth around it, just as a background. I wonder if I need to find something else that's more. What am I saying? It's lighter. Well, I'm going to have to do something different with the big wheel, because this is for the larger 10-inch pops, but it won't fit on here because it bumps, it rides right on that thing right there. So I'm going to have to drill some extra holes a little further in, so that'll dodge that. Let's see how long it takes for this to go around. There's a mark here on the table. Not sure what to do about the splice. I'm going to write to somebody and ask them how they do that. They sent me these little clips that I don't see how they work. I wrote to them and said something about it, and they said that's what they're for. Well, apparently not, because I don't know how to use that. So, oh well. We're 2.5 minutes into the revolution, so that's pretty slow. That's what I was shooting for. Like I said, I'll get the pops to spin around on that and then speed it up in production. Right here. Okay, I kind of clicked this past it, and it says 4 minutes and 1 second. So it's probably like a couple seconds short of that, because I kind of missed the mark just a little bit. But 4 minutes for a revolution. Okay, we're going to stop this here. Okay, I moved my camera, then it wasn't on. I don't know if I just stopped it when I grabbed it or what happened, but the motor was getting really hot, and it works except for that splice. So I gotta, well, I'm not sure what to do, because if I take the duct tape off, that's what's catching, the duct tape. If I take that off, then there's not enough grab to keep the pieces from slipping apart. That spray glue doesn't seem to work real well. It kind of produces friction, so the duct tape wraps around it so it doesn't pull off of there. And it's just enough sticky to keep it from sliding, but it just peels off otherwise. So, all right, all right. Well, I got a lot of editing. There's a couple, like 2 hours worth of. I think I'm going to separate this into 2 parts. Well, I'm going to separate it into 2 parts. So. Okay, now for this next part, this is just going to be a short bit, so I'm just going to tack it on the end of this video. So I tacked it on the end of this video, as you see. And okay, so when I put the trim on the turntable, it covered up the little hashtags, if you want to call them that, marks. And so I still need to use the stop motion for certain videos, like for pop extractions, because I haven't figured out how to turn, and I could probably do that. Well, anyway, okay, so So what I did was, okay, I kind of did the whole thing without documenting it. So imagine this is a full sheet of, this is cardstock actually. And I want to open an Excel spreadsheet and took one cell and made it the width of the paper. And well, you see what I did. Okay, just imagine this all the way across, and then a line, and then a border down below here. And okay, and then I printed it and cut slices like this, and then took the second sheet. I didn't use the entire second sheet, and I made a loop. So let me show you what that's about. Okay, the tricky part is doing this one hand. As you see, there's my loop. And like I say, the tricky part is getting this all to cooperate. Okay, that didn't work. Remember how I did that last time. Okay, I think I used two hands to do that. So, okay, but just imagine, okay, this all the way around it. Let me stop the video and do that. Hold on. Okay, well, I definitely would not have been able to do that with one hand. So there you go. All right, so it just rests on the little shelf here, and it's not tight. If I can get a hold of it, you can see I can turn it, but like I said, there's no pressure on it, so it'll just turn with the turntable. Well, I've got one more idea, and it involves a stationary centerpiece. Okay, if you've seen the turntable, you notice the black cylinder moving around, and I think I can make it stand still using that. Remember that original turntable? I had the little square one. Well, I think I can use that and make a stationary centerpiece. That's gonna be interesting. But doing a lot of cool stuff, and okay, the next part's not really necessary for what I'm doing, but I think it'll be fun. All right, so I guess that's it for now. This is my turntable revamp. I'm Paul Wooters. This is the Woot Factor. See you next time.